Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rajni and you are watching Try to Thrive. I am back with another conversational video which is very insightful, especially for beginners. But before I talk about the video, do let me know in the comment box that how's your English learning journey going? I would be more than happy to know about it. And I'm really excited to know that how long have you been practicing and how much you have improved already. Okay? And what keeps you motivated, what inspires you every day to practice speaking at least for 10 minutes a day, right? I would definitely love to see your comments. Now let's talk about the conversational video. Yes, many people say that speaking comes by speaking. I agree with that. But there are certain people who are introverts and shy and hesitant a lot while talking to others. So they just refrain from indulging in day-to-day conversations with real people. So, but they want to improve their English. So for that reason, they want to practice at home on their own, maybe in front of mirror or maybe in front of camera like this. Okay, then the doubt comes in their mind, that is what to speak on and what to talk about, what to discuss. Yeah, they don't get much topics in this conversational video, or we particularly didn't discuss any topic, but the good part is that we discussed random 10 questions which are random, but these questions will help you to understand your own self better. They will make you aware of your own self. Okay, so I would highly recommend you all guys that first listen to the question, and the speaker has given really great answers. I must say that she is good at English, but she was a little nervous, which is inevitable when you talk to a stranger, right? But she tried her level best to answer these questions. I would highly recommend you to listen to her first, and then I also have given answers, so you can listen to me later, pause the video and give your answer too. Practice giving your answer. Okay, one more thing what you can do is start noting down all the questions. Later you can write down your thoughts and then you can practice them again. This will help you immensely. Okay, now enjoy the conversation. Good afternoon, welcome to the session. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking me. And how about you?
I'm also doing excellently well. Thank you so much for asking me too. How's your day been going so far?
Yes, ma'am. My day is doing great. I'm doing great. My day was great. Today I wake up early in the morning. Then I do some household work and read books. And
Okay, that's lovely to know. Okay. And how was your Sunday too? It's Monday today, right? So how was your weekend?
yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nothing is important. Nothing is important.
Mm-hmm. It means nothing special. It was pretty normal, usual day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Got it.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So can you just introduce yourself since we are meeting for the very first time?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Anushka Dixit, and I'm from MP.
Hmm.
And currently, I'm studying BA third year,
Mm-hmm.
and my hobbies are reading books
Mm-hmm.
and gardening and try something new.
Try something new. Wow. Yeah. So as you can see on screen, my name is Rajni. I'm from Shri Ganganagar, Rajasthan. Currently, yeah, at the same time, I'm at home only. And I have done my graduation in Korean language from JNU New Delhi. And right now,
Yes,
I just run a YouTube channel. I provide paid sessions to beginners and to intermediates. Yeah. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love reading books and talking to people. That's all about me. Today, I want to discuss a few random questions with you. Like, I have 10 random questions which I want to
yes,
discuss with you. So, would you like to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So first tell me, what makes your day special? Anything which makes your day special. It can be very tiny, very trivial thing too.
Ma'am, I don't know.
You don't know what makes your day special?
Only in 2 months ago. Learn
You
English.
started 2 months ago. No problem, but you can still tell about the thing which makes your day special. Like if I talk about myself, waking early, waking up early in the morning makes my day special. That's one I know about myself. If I don't wake up early in the morning, I cannot focus, I cannot be calm, composed. No. So this is one which I know. So I don't even I feel lazy in the morning. I want to sleep a little more also. I refrain from doing it because I know myself this is one thing which can ruin my day and which can make it special. So now you can tell me anything which makes your day special, like spending time with your grandmother or maybe reading certain books makes your day special. Anything.
Yes, ma'am. I wake up early in the morning, then I read book.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. These are hobbies, and I love to read book.
So that is what makes your day special.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. So how do you get rejuvenated? Rejuvenated means re-energized. So throughout the day, if you are feeling lazy, you don't have energy. So what is that one thing that makes you re-energized?
Yes, ma'am. That time I do yoga.
Yoga. When you're feeling
Yes, and
lazy.
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
And
so
ma'am, I wake up
mhm,
early and walk outside.
go for a walk. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Hmm. So if I talk about myself, when I feel a little like I don't have energy, I don't want to work, I'm feeling a little, reluctant to work and to do something productive, I just take short naps in the afternoon. So short naps are the very, very essential part, like imperative for me throughout the day to take a short nap for 30 minutes. Sometimes it can be a long nap too. Like sometimes I sleep for 2 hours, sometimes, not always, but I take 30 minutes to 1 hour a break in between and I get proper sleep, and that rejuvenates me again, that re-energizes me again, and then I come here I and additionally, which is a cup of tea too. So after the break I take a cup of tea that like is good to go. So I just come here after that and then I can work properly, I can be more focused. So this is what makes me this is what rejuvenates me. Next, with whom you love talking the most, like in your family there is somebody you love talking to.
yes, ma'am. I'm talking with my sister, and I love her, my sister. And the most of time, I talk with my sister.
Okay, so how many siblings do you have?
Three, including me.
Three
And
including
my
you.
brother is, yes, ma'am. My brother is elder than me, and my sister is younger than me.
Wow, your sister is younger than you and your brother is elder than you. So do your brother you know becomes strict towards you, or he's very lenient, he's very friendly with you? Like, he's the elder one, so
No, ma'am,
friendly.
friend.
That's really privilege to have a elder brother and who is like a friend with you, which is definitely a privilege. Okay. uh I too love talking to my brother and sister. We are four including me. My elder sister is married now, so she doesn't live with us. My brother also lives in the city itself. I My sister, my younger sister, and I only live here. So whenever I get bored, whenever I don't love to work or I want to talk, I just, without any reason, sometimes I don't have anything to talk with my brother, so I just start sending emojis on WhatsApp, and I love annoying him. I love disturbing him. He says sometimes, what happens to you? Why are you just sending me these kind of, these many emojis, one after the another? And he gets irritated too sometimes because I'm the elder one, like v3 in v3, so he's the youngest one. But again, it's a privilege to have a younger brother and who is just like a friend. And
Yes,
second, I love teasing my sister too, and I love talking to her too. Yeah. So this is, I guess, the great bond to have with siblings. Great. Okay.
yes.
With whom you love spending your time the most?
With whom? I think I spend my time with my mother.
With your mother. Hmm. Have you
Yes.
ever stayed outside in hostel, in PG?
No, ma'am.
Never?
Never.
Okay, okay. I stayed outside, so I just always craved to spend time with my family. And like in March itself, this year in March itself, I shifted to home. So I was always outside, so I didn't get much time to spend with my family. Now I love spending time with my family, with my mother, grandmother, father, and most if I took, that is my sister. Like every time we
Yes,
feel bored, we go outside and we go to the market too for shopping together. So I spend time with her the most. Okay. So if you are negative, how do you, become again become positive again? Or what are the things that you do that can make you positive?
make it positive.
If you are negative, like there are certain times in like everyone experiences that we are negative, totally negative for ourselves. Like sometimes we doubt, sometimes we have these kind of thoughts in our mind that I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, I cannot do it, this is not for me, why this bad thing happens to me always, like these things, right? Negative thoughts we have, everyone has. So how do you deal with it? How do you become again the positive person?
Yes, ma'am. When 2 months ago I
Mm-hmm.
start my journey, then I feel demotivated because, ma'am, that time I'm that time I don't know in English. That
Mm-hmm.
time I think what to do, what not to do. That time I'm very nervous. I'm very demotivated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watch your videos. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, I'm your subscriber. I
Mm-hmm.
watch your videos. I feel positive. Yes, I can
Wow.
do it. I learn English. I speak English.
It means a lot to me. Like my videos are not just serving for learning English, but they are motivating people. That's wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. And thank you so much for sharing with me. One small feedback here I want to give you. Like you are talking about 2 months earlier. When you started your journey, you were feeling
Yes,
demotivated, you were feeling nervous, and you didn't know what to do. So, all the things you spoke in present tense, that is, I don't know what to do. It should be, I didn't know what to do. Okay. I am nervous. No, I was nervous. I am demotivated. I was
yes.
demotivated. It should be in past tense. So, focus on the past tense a bit. Okay.
That yes, ma'am. That time, ma'am, I take a session
I took a
and
session. I took
I
a
took a
session.
session.
Hmm.
Okay, ma'am. I took a session and ma'am, I understand everything.
I understood
I understood.
everything. Hmm.
I understood everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm but but unable. But ma'am, I and I understood everything. But ma'am, I expressed my feeling. I didn't express my feeling.
Good. Hmm. I'm not saying good for like you were not able to express your feeling. I'm saying good that you are
Yes, ma'am.
correcting yourself. I didn't express my feeling, which is commendable. So always focus on the past tense a bit. Focus on the tense which you are talking on. Okay. In. So you were not able to express. With whom did you take the session?
Yes, ma'am. I English. I've only 2 days. Stress. No, ma'am. It's a college meeting, and my professor told me English. But ma'am, I didn't express my feeling. I didn't
Mhm.
express my thought. Ma'am, I know.
I
I
knew.
know, and
Knew is the
yes,
second
ma'am.
form.
I knew.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. I knew, what what I told. But
Mm.
but ma'am, I have no word and I didn't express my feeling. That time I took a resolution. I learn English.
Hmm. You will
And
be able to. Commendable, because
yes,
this is the right way to get a feedback and work immediately on it. Okay. So from today onwards, first we are going to focus on the past tense. Couldn't, wouldn't, had. I had no words. You share? I have no words. No, I had no words back then. Yeah. And the
because
second
I'm
forms,
nervous.
I know, I understand. And it's pretty inevitable. Everyone faces that because many people, like everyone, like, talks to me for the very first time. So they feel a little nervous. Before I had a session with somebody. So he was also feeling nervous. Even he does a job in a particular company. So he was also feeling nervous. And due to that, also, we make mistakes. So, in order to get rid of nervousness, try to interact as many people as possible. That will remove your fear, and simultaneously continuously focus on the tenses, grammar patterns, get feedback from people, and then focus on it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am, I don't know what to watch and what not to watch in English content.
Hmm.
Ma'am, please
Okay.
give me some
So you get confused what kind of content I should consume.
help now.
Hmm. Hmm. uh for listening purpose, whatever you enjoy the most. Like, some people have the inclination, or I can say they are very fond of watching movies in English, right? And while watching, they are able to get the words, expressions, lines, phrasal verbs, and how they are expressing, how they are speaking, the accent, everything. They're very fond of watching English movies. I have met many people who share this. Like, they just spend many hours on watching English movies, right? If I talk
Yes.
about myself personally, I do not watch movies. Initially, when I started my journey in 2022, I used to watch a lot of web series. And I shared with many tutors that time that I watched Vampire Diaries, Stranger Things, and then a lot of series, dark series, some tutors suggested me. I watched that. And a lot of new series also I watched. Like, that time I was watching and I learned. To be honest, I learned a lot from those web series, right? Which is based on my interest. But nowadays, later, I started watching podcasts more. Okay. So when two people interact with each other and they don't talk about life, struggles, confidence, the things which are happening nowadays in the world, the mental statement, stress, how to get rid of this, how to improve the calmness, the confidence, how to become, like, these are a lot of things that they discuss with each other, even if not related to life. Discuss about career, how to choose a career path, how to choose their passion, how to follow it, how to become somebody, like if you want to be, the certain things they talk about. And then women talk differently, and the things that they like, there are taboos, myths, and a lot of things in our society. So they discuss, and I love listening to them. This is what I enjoy, right? And at the same time, it improves your thinking. It helps you to think out of the box. It helps you to, like, whatever the conditioning you got in your childhood, you can just unlearn and relearn new things, which I think that can be done by reading a lot of books, which is self-help books, that will show you a different path, or that will give you a different perspective towards towards the same thing which you have been taught in your childhood or throughout the journey, like by many people. Girls don't do this, you should not go there, you should not talk to them, you should not do this, you should not wear that. These are the things, okay? But through the books, through these podcasts, you just get to know about others perspective. And then there are uh like gender equality, racism, politics, whatever interests you, you can watch that. If you have interest related to this media, or related to politics, related to film industry, so I love watching those podcasts. At the same time, I love watching podcasts where actor and actresses are sitting and they are talking about the roles, how they did, how difficult it was, how they got rid of, how they became good at it, how the director scolded, how the director did something with them, and then they overcame. Then the role became really difficult, challenging. At the same time, they were facing. So these are small things while making a film. They faces and they discuss with each other. So that also seems really fascinating to me. So I love listening to people like when they share real life incidents of their own life. So this is my genre. So first find your own genre. What interests you the most? Okay, that you can do, and according to that you can just choose the content which you should watch. But if you are just focusing on the listening practice, like nothing interests you, just you want just to improve your English, you can watch conversations, you can watch anything which can help you improve your English. Okay? Yeah. Let's proceed with the next question, which is, what did you enjoy, like the hobby you enjoyed in your childhood?
Yes, ma'am. Network issue.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Uh, your hobby that you enjoyed in your childhood.
Child. Child. Ma'am, reading book.
Okay, in your childhood too. So in which language
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you read books in your childhood? Because if you would have reading in English, you would have improved a lot since childhood. So maybe you were reading in some other language that back then.
Hindi. Hindi.
Hindi,
Ma'am, I'm
Hindi.
able to read English, but ma'am, I didn't understand.
Hmm.
Ma'am, that time I'm
Okay.
able.
I was not. So you are ahead of me. You can improve. See, in my school days, I vividly remember still I used to pray in my class like, God, please save me. The teacher should not ask me to stand up and read the chapter because I was not able to utter the words. I was not able to, like my father used to say this, collect the words and pronounce that. So it was difficult for me to pronounce it correctly. I used to pronounce incorrectly. I was not able. It was great fear in me. So that's great that you were able. So you are already ahead of me. You can become a great speaker already. Okay. So reading was the only that you enjoyed. In my childhood, I used to draw a lot. I used to dance a lot. Uh, Being a very, very small kid, my grandmother and my father, like my parents tell me that I used to dance a lot. Always. Like if there is a music, I
Ma'am,
cannot
same.
stand still. Never. So this was my hobby to always just keep dancing. So this was one. And I remember drawing and dancing during my school days. And before school, like it was very small, I used to dance a lot. Okay. Who is your best friend and why?
My best friend.
Hmm.
My best friend is my mother because
Okay.
I share all feelings in my mother.
With my mother.
Whatever
With
in my home,
my mother. Hmm.
I with whatever in my mind, I should do or not do. So I'm tell with my mother. I
Whatever
tell my mother
whatever is in my mind is.
is in my mind.
Hmm. You
I
share with your
speak
mother
with my
only.
mother.
So she is your best friend.
Yes,
That's great.
yes,
Uh, I have 2 to 3 friends. One is from school, one is from college. So the one who is from school is like very, very close to me. She's just like my sister. We share everything with each other and we meet every now and then. And the one who is from college is now living in South Korea, so we don't get chance to meet. And we even talk once in a blue moon because she is really really occupied there and I am also here, so we don't interact that much. But still, like if you are best friends, we you know each other and you are like, it's not mandatory to talk every day, but you have the feeling and you have that bond, like whenever we'll meet we'll be like the same. So this kind of feeling we have towards our best friends. Okay. Do you believe in love marriage or arranged marriage?
yes, ma'am. I believe in arranged marriage.
Why? I want to know.
Yes, ma'am. Because ma'am, I know my father and mother does not agree in love
Okay.
marriage. And ma'am, I don't know. Yes, ma'am, I believe in arranged marriage.
Oh, okay. So this is a different perspective. Like if your parents will not
Yes.
agree, it doesn't mean that you should believe in arranged marriage.
Ma'am, I don't like this. I don't like love marriage.
Why? May I know your point here? Why don't you like it? What's the wrong thing in it? Like I genuinely want to know what's wrong in it.
Yes, ma'am, it's right, but ma'am,
Hmm.
I don't like.
So if it is right, then why don't you like it? It can be your own perspective, but still, mm, I think I believe in both. It should be just like the person should be compatible. If it is compatible, it is right. If it is even arrange or love, doesn't matter. The person matters,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
The person
Yes,
matters.
yes.
It can be like maybe if you are in love marriage, if somebody is in love marriage, maybe the person is really great
Yes,
and compatible, supportive, loving, and they understand each other. Good. And if it is not love, it is arranged. Same thing matters there too. Like the person should be, and I believe that if it is arranged, still both people can get should get time like 1 year to 1.5 year to get to know each other. It should be a little love again later, and then they should get married. So ultimately it is kind of my intention towards the love marriage. Like it can be arranged too, like, but after the engagement they should get 1 year to 1.5 year to get to know each other. So instead of getting married like hurriedly or soon just after the engagement, and later get to know about the things which are not working between them, and then get divorce is not right. It's instead of that they should get time to get to know each other, and then they should get married. So both are okay. Yeah.
yes, ma'am.
So but okay, if you don't like, it's a different perspective towards it, I guess. Sorry, how can we become more confident according to you?
Yes, ma'am. I am a confident girl.
Mm-hmm.
Not no, but ma'am, I'm talking with English language. So, ma'am, I talk with you and other sometime something 4 and 5 conversation. So, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident because I have knowledge and how to speak with a stranger
Hmm.
and how to express my
Hmm.
feelings. So, ma'am, I feel confident.
So how to become more confident? Let's see, I'm not confident in front of you. I'm asking you, Anushka, how can I become more confident? Tell me 2 to 3 tips which can help me.
First, ma'am, you have knowledge
Hmm.
about
You should have knowledge that makes you confident.
it.
Definitely. Hmm.
Yes, ma'am. And second, and not hesitate in front of everyone.
So how to get rid of it? How to just remove that hesitation? Like otherwise, if you have the hesitation, you cannot, stop it. If you are in front of anyone like who is better than you or something like that, so you will feel. So you can say, do meditation, breathing exercises, yoga that makes you
Yes, ma'am.
confident. Talk to yourself, write your feelings. If there is something, actually something is going on in your mind, in your heart, if you are overthinker, if something is going on, start writing down your thoughts, start focusing on yourself more and more, and gradually,
Yes,
like with the help of these exercises, with the help of breathing exercises, because that made me really confident personality, that is breathing exercises and yoga. And at the same time writing down my thoughts, my feelings, and talking to myself. So self awareness is again plays a self awareness also plays a vital role in that. When you are aware of your own feeling, and when you know when you feel down, when you feel motivated, how you can enhance that immediately. So when you're aware of your own things, your own feelings, it becomes easier for you to become more confident. Yeah. Yes. Any last piece of advice for my audience? Do you want to say something?
yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I asked A last question.
Okay.
And ma'am, what is my level?
What is your level?
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
I think you are still at a beginner level, but I cannot say it certainly because, as you mentioned, it is you are feeling a little nervous in front of me. So maybe you were not
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to present that much efficiently or accurately because of the nervousness. So due to nervousness, if you're not able to speak, then I cannot tell you the exact level. Right, maybe you are
Yes,
intermediate and because of nervousness you were not able to perform well. It happens sometimes. It is not always that you are going to perform always very well. Yeah, sometimes it happens, but according to your today's performance it seems like you are at a beginner level because you need to focus on the preposition part. You need to focus on the verb like is, am, are. Sometimes you are missing. You need to focus on the tense too, like if you are talking about past you should keep in, I think, maybe you made a mistake this time only.
yes,
So
ma'am.
if you know, then, and if you are able to see, knowing the grammar pattern is a different thing. There are certain people, there are many people, not certain, many people who know the grammar patterns. But while speaking, if you are using it properly or not, that matters. That decides
Yes,
your level
ma'am. I
actually
speak
in speaking.
myself confidently.
Hmm.
Ma'am, I speak with myself confidently and fluently. Don't mistake. I make a video and in front of phone and camera on, I speak everything, whatever in my mind, and don't be hesitate.
Whatever is in my mind. See, this is a very small
That
mistake. Yeah. So
whatever
that
is
you need to focus upon, which is like you need to really focus. So that is something which is giving me the hint that you are at a beginner level. But keep listening, reading, writing, and speaking. This is the only key to become fluent and be consistent. Major thing is be consistent with the journey. Okay. Yeah.
which type of book should I read?
You are already into reading for a long period of time, right? Since your childhood that you have been reading. So just
Yes,
read
ma'am. Suggest
based
some
on your
books.
own based on your own genre which you enjoy. It can be novels, it can be storybooks, it can be self-help books. So whatever you like in watching, reading, listening, go with that. It's not specifically okay, if I'm reading these books you should also read. No, based on your own genre, based on your own interest, go with that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then now we can just wind the session up right here. Thank you so much for connecting to me, and it was really lovely talking to you. Keep putting the hard
Thank
work
you.
into it, and one day you will definitely achieve the fluency that you desire for. Yeah.
And I asked ma'am last question. Ma'am, how to increase my level?
By
Ma'am, I have a
practicing.
YouTube channel.
By practicing. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Practice every day.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, as you must have seen my journey on YouTube, what I have done
Yes,
other than practice, nothing. It is like in a certain different ways. Like I do reading too, I do listening too, I do shadowing too, I do learn words too, I do record my videos, I do watch my videos, I do the writing practice too nowadays. So every practice, but consistently. That can definitely help you to level up. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so
Thank you so much,
much.
ma'am, for giving
You're
me this
welcome.
opportunity.
You're welcome. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead.